Abandoned planes are a fascinating reminder of the past and the future of aviation. They are a testament to the ingenuity of human engineering, and they provide a glimpse into the history of flight. If you're ever interested in seeing abandoned planes for yourself, there are a few places you can go. The Mojave Air and Spaceport in California is home to a large number of abandoned planes, and the plane graveyard at Kazan Airport in Russia is also a popular destination. A crashed IL-2 plane was found on the bottom of the Kerch Strait in Cape Tuzla, Crimea. The plane was built in July 1943 but never returned after being sent into battle on November 1 of the same year. Based on the state of the plane, it went down fighting. Almost all of the ammunition had been fired. The pilot's life jacket and Order of the Red Banner were recovered. The possessions belonged to Alexander Durov, who saw battle 14 times that year before apparently losing his final battle in the skies above Crimea. A Malaysian Airlines Boeing 777 airliner went missing in 2014. Professional and amateur research teams have been trying to find out what happened to it ever since. A team of amateur sleuths scouring Google Earth believes they found the plane in the jungle of Cambodia. However, officials are refusing to investigate the possibility, preferring to believe the best guess of experts, which is that it plunged into the Indian Ocean. If experts are right and this isn't the missing Malaysian plane, then we're left to wonder whose plane it is and how it came to be here. One of the more newsworthy incidents of a plane going missing and then being found again occurred early in 2019 with the Emiliano Sala tragedy. Sala, a professional footballer, had signed for Cardiff City in the English Premier League from the French side Nantes. Sala was flying back to Cardiff after saying goodbye to his former teammates when the Piper Malibu light aircraft he was traveling on disappeared. After an extensive search, a private investigation team located the plane at the bottom of the English Channel. The plane was mostly intact with its identification number visible to cameras on an automated vehicle, which was sent down into the water to take a closer look. Sadly, it was immediately apparent that Sala had not survived the incident. Swamp Ghost is the nickname given to a Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress which was abandoned during wartime and then spent the next 30 years forgotten in a swamp. Captain Frederick C. Eden was piloting the plane in 1942 when it was involved in a battle above the skies of Papua New Guinea. Eden shook off his attackers but ran out of fuel and had to ditch the plane in a remote and uninhabited area. He and his crew survived, but the Flying Fortress sank into swampland. It wasn't until 1972 that it was spotted by a passing helicopter, and it was 2006 before its location could be confirmed with photographic evidence by investigators who salvaged it and moved it to Ley Wharf. The B-12 seaplane was a unique amphibious aircraft that was used by the Soviet Black Sea Fleet for anti-submarine warfare. It was years ahead of its time, with a turboprop engine and the ability to enter the water directly from a concrete tank. The B-12 was first flown in 1960 and remained in production until 1973. There are still a few models in service today. There's an old British AVRO Shackleton rusting away in a field in Long Marston Airfield in England. It's a testament to what happens when people close museums without thinking about what happens to the exhibits. There was once an aviation museum on the land here, but when it shut down, no new home could be found for the massive AVRO Shackleton, which has the registration number WR985. The Ministry of Defense sold the plane in 1989 and has no desire to take it back. A fence has been erected around a plane graveyard at Kazan Airport in Russia to keep sightseers and photo opportunists out. The three old Tu-154 meters planes and an Il-62 meters have become a popular backdrop for people looking to boost their social media presence with a dramatic photo shoot. An old Russian cargo plane has been baking in the desert heat of Al-Quwain in the United Arab Emirates for years. The plane has the words, Palma Beach Hotel, printed along its fuselage, but it hasn't flown anywhere or welcomed guests since 1999. The Il-76 was built in 1975 and served in the Soviet Air Force until the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. It then changed hands several times before being registered for the final time to Send Traffic Airlines in 1998. Some locals believe that the plane was sold for scrap metal, but after the internal components were removed, it was decided that the fuselage has no value, and so it was dragged to the desert and forgotten. One of the M-17 Stratos planes, which was designed to shoot down high-tech American drifting balloons, lies in pieces in fields near the Menino Museum in Russia. The plane was designed to destroy balloons at high altitudes and collect any available intelligence from the wreckage. Before their invention, the only way to get rid of such a balloon was to shoot it down with a surface-to-air missile, which was both risky and expensive. The first test model of the M-17 Stratos was a failure and killed its pilot when the huge wings failed to behave as predicted during landing. The wreck of the Pegasus in Antarctica is one of the most famous abandoned planes in the world. The C-121 Lockheed Constellation plane known as Pegasus has been half buried in the snow since October 8, 1970. The plane was caught in a vicious storm above the airfield that day, with a blizzard of snow reducing visibility down to zero and winds so strong that it was ripping away scraps of the outer shell. Pegasus crash-landed on the short runway and then slid across the ice until it struck a thick pile of snow where it came to a halt. All 80 passengers somehow survived the plane, but it was beyond salvage and so has become something of a landmark in the area. Abandoned planes are a fascinating reminder of the past and the future of aviation. They are a testament to the ingenuity of human engineering, and they provide a glimpse into the history of flight. If you're ever interested in seeing abandoned planes for yourself, there are a few places you can go. The Mojave Air and Spaceport in California is home to a large number of abandoned planes, and the plane graveyard at Kazan Airport in Russia is also a popular destination.